Plan B with Sarina Bellissimo. The biggest stars, gossip, events, and the biggest tunes. Plan B, your weekend fix.
Leona Lewis, so cool to meet you, and congratulations on your showcase last night.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
What was it like for you? Because I was in there, and I'm not saying it because I'm here with you. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I'm seeing a new you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was so good. I was quite nervous at first because obviously it's the first time playing everything and it's new, and you know, people didn't really know what to expect. So it was quite nerve-wracking, but when I got out there I was excited to just be there and be out there and performing again, and I feel like it's been a long time coming, and because it was in London, a lot of my family and friends made it out as well, which was really good.
Does that make it more emotional for you? Because I know it made it emotional for me when you're turning around, it's like, oh, I'm here having a bit of a dance, and all of a sudden you dedicate a song to your parents. Yeah. How did you not break down when you were singing that? Because I did. I shed a tear.
I did. I was like, I wanted to put that one in the set because the past couple of years, I feel like my parents have been, they've always been amazing, but especially the past couple of years when I've been kind of on this crazy emotional roller coaster, and you know, I'd call them up in the middle of the night and be like, bawling my eyes out like, which must have been annoying, but they were lovely and supportive and have really been like my rock. So yeah, I just wanted to embarrass them, really.
One of the songs you played, Ladder, you said something really interesting, because we all hate the downtimes, and you said you had some downtimes as well as a lot of positives over the last couple of years. Yeah. What makes you appreciate those downtimes now? Because when we're going through it, they're not good.
Yeah, that's what I remember thinking. I'm like, why is this happening right now? Why is this happening to me? And, you know, why aren't things going my way? And, you know, that I felt like, you know, just felt rubbish. And now when the album was completed, I remember just thinking, oh, okay, that's what it was for. It was so I could appreciate the highs more, and I wouldn't have this album if I didn't go through that, and I wouldn't have the inspiration to write the songs that I wrote if I didn't go through that. Yeah. So it's never not for any reason, and although it feels so rubbish at the time, like there's always a reason for it, and if you want to turn it into a positive, you can.
So what was it like for you being back on stage? Because I mean, we've missed you on stage, so you must have missed being on stage. What was it like going out, and not just going out to a room full of journalists either, going out, your fans were going off.
Oh, they were like turning up, living their life, dancing, hands in the air. I loved it. I loved seeing them. All of the fans there were like the core, like super fans, and I know some people like didn't get tickets, but the majority were there, and I know every single one of them by name, and you know, we're on Twitter and chatting, and so it was so good to see them there. I had such a good time.
One thing you did do though, you took our phones off us, right? And I get why you did, but then I love that you admitted that you struggle to go through half an hour, even when you're on stage. Do you really check your phone when you're on stage? Come on.
Yeah, I was like, you know, the longest I go, but it's true, the longest I go without checking my phone is when I'm on stage. So, you know, sometimes I'll sneak it at the back and check Instagram, like it's just natural.
What are you looking for?
No, I don't really. But I did think that basically Mumford & Sons had a gig a while ago where they did it, and I thought, do you know what, that's a really good idea, because it actually makes people focus on what they're doing and not look at you through their camera. And I do it. I will go to gigs, and like I remember I went to the Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I was just standing there with my camera the whole time. I'm like, why am I not just taking it in? So I wanted to do it, and I feel like it just all you can do is like focus, and actually even at the beginning, like you talk to people because you don't have that thing that's making you kind of antisocial.
Last night you were raving about Island Records. You were saying that, you know, you're thankful to them for allowing you to be the artist you want to be. Yeah. How amazing is that feeling? Did they literally let you lock yourself in a room and write whatever you want, no interference whatsoever?
Yeah, and that's literally what I did.
Wow.
They have been amazing, and I remember when I was 14 thinking to myself, I want to sign to Island, and actually the record head now, Darkus, actually came to a studio where I was at when I was 18 or 19 when I recorded an album with a production company. He came down and listened to it, and I remember at the time thinking I would love to sign to Island, and now I am signed to them. So yeah, they're amazing, and they've been, as much help as I've needed, they've given it to me, and as much as I've needed them to back off, they've just kind of let me do what I want to do and just let me be me and let me make a true, personal, real album, which is so enjoyable to me, and it just makes me so proud. You've
said that a bit. You said it last night as well. This is the real me. So who is the real Leona Lewis?
I think it's going to come through on the music. A lot of it is very uplifting, energized, has a lot of passion in it. It's just me, yeah, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
It was a tough decision you made to leave, like when you're in an existing deal. How tough was it for you to go, no, I am walking away? Because I'm sure you would have had people around you, and by people I mean your family and friends even, going, are you mad to be leaving a job that you really enjoy? Well,
yeah, I had been at Sony for quite a few years, and I was at Syco when it started as quite a small label, and then it grew and grew, and there's loads of artists there, and it's an amazing label, and how they work is amazing. I mean, they have One Direction, which is like the hugest band in the world, but that's not how I wanted to make records anymore, and that's not kind of what I got into this for, and I just began to feel like I was being a bit stifled, and that the creativity was just kind of sucked out, and I wasn't ready to kind of just do what they kind of wanted me to do, which was something that they just wanted me to do, basically a bunch of covers, which I didn't want to do. So I didn't get into music to do that, and I decided to walk away and make the album myself. And when I did that, things just fell into place. Like, I got interest from other labels. I went in, and Island were like literally the polar opposite. I remember going in there, and it just felt like a real energized label, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
XFactor's about to come back to our screens.
Yeah.
Do you watch anymore? How do you feel about the whole program?
I do watch it, and there are amazing opportunities that come out of those shows, especially for me. I would never take that back. It was such a huge part of my journey, and I loved every minute of it. And it's interesting when I watch it and I feel like I know exactly what everyone is going through. But yeah, I do. I tune in when I can.
Any advice for people going through that process now?
I would say that, as long as you know who you are and you're not willing to compromise that, I think go for it and do it.
Best piece of advice for life in general. Yeah. Leona Lewis, it has been such a pleasure, and I cannot wait for the album to land.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
Okay. Plan B with Sarina Bellissimo. Your weekend fix.
Number one for music and entertainment.
Spin 103.8.